Kabul Airport, on board the last 1,000 processed and entitled people. Perhaps, who knows, watching from nearby, those that haven't made it, their future even more uncertain now. But more than 14,000 have escaped on UK flights, the biggest British military airlift since the one to Berlin in the late 1940s. The UK government had only planned to take out 6,000 or 7,000. The hard work and dedication of those 1,000 troops on the ground, perhaps the key to the increase in numbers.
Our soldiers, our servicemen, our women, the Royal Air Force, I'm just filled with admiration for what they've done in the most incredibly chaotic scenes. I mean, absolute chaos and harrowing scenes, and the compassion and the humanity that we've seen from, tough young soldiers in Barra, the brilliance, the dedication of that air bridge, to get the sheer numbers of people out. It has been our armed forces at their best. And it's easy to forget what a hostile environment it is there. And yesterday's tragic events, utterly tragic events, I think brought that all home to us.
I understand the vast majority of military equipment will be removed as 16 Air Assault Brigade leave the airport. Some has already gone on flights with spare capacity. Perhaps a few civilian vehicles may be left behind. The Defence Secretary has said British troops will be gone before the US leave on the 31st, which leads to future questions about support, both for the estimated 1,000 or so people who work for the British, like interpreters, who haven't made it out, and also for the British troops who've endured this operation. Starting there, I understand they'll be quarantined on arrival back in the UK because Afghanistan is on the red list for COVID. However, the military plan to use this time to begin to address welfare concerns. A package of support's been developed to allow op-pitting participants from all three services to talk about their experiences, share thoughts with their peers and unload any feelings or concerns they might have. Service charities have been consulted on this, and I'm told the military are taking it extremely seriously and are determined to direct people to any help they might need. In Afghanistan, people with the right to go to the UK are being told to try and go via land routes.
I've been very alarmed at the number of interpreters that we worked with in Helmand who fought shoulder to shoulder with us. And that many of your listeners, your viewers, will know by name and by person. I'm worried at the number of them that have been left behind. So we've got a lot of people, a lot of former interpreters and local staff who work for the British in Helmand who are stuck in Kabul at the moment. We're talking to them, myself, a number of other groups and individuals that are communicating with these interpreters. And it's hard to know what advice to give them now. They've got to make some hard decisions themselves. What's quite clear is they can't go home. Those that have left Lashkar in the last month can't go home. They just can't. They're too well known. If they go home, they know they will be executed. They've had death sentences.
20 years of British involvement in Afghanistan is almost at an end. A few plane loads will see the troops gone. But what's been left behind? Certainly many who helped British forces. Certainly the memories of British personnel who died in the desert sands. What's less certain is if any form of positive legacy for Afghanistan will remain. Tim Cooper, Forces News.